Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's event. We'd like to encourage you to please find your seats so the program can begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host and one of the Catalog for Giving 2015 Urban Heroes from Urban Debate, Herbert Espinal.
Good evening. My name is Herbert Espinal, and I'm an 8th grader at PSMS 161. And I am proud to be this year's catalog member, Urban Hero, for the New York City Urban Debate League. This is an organization that allows every child in New York City the opportunity to participate in debate. Now I'd like to tell my story of how I came to debate. Before debate, I was a child that would sometimes be in the principal's office because of behavior, and my grades were okay, but they weren't as good as they are now. After debate, my grades went up, and my behavior has changed a lot. And in debate, you get to make a family, and you basically get to, because of the New York City Urban Debate League, you get to know other people who come from charter schools, public schools, and you get to know all these different type of people. And yeah, I'd like to thank Eric Fogel and Tyler Beatty because they help run the New York City Urban Debate League, and they helped me be where I am now. To kick off the evening, I'd like to present the catalog's exclusive director, the wonderful Flo Weiner.
Good evening, friends. Isn't Herbert awesome? Can we have a little? Yeah. Thank you for coming out to celebrate the Catalog for Giving's 2015 Urban Heroes. And we are thrilled tonight to be honoring two wonderful supporters of the catalog, Greta Guggenheim and Sean Matthews. And I extend a special warm welcome to the new friends who are joining us in celebrating their achievements. You'll see we've designed this evening to focus on the kids. Nobody really wants to hear adults too much, right? So I hope you got to meet some of them before we sat down. They're also located around the periphery of the room if you want to go chat with them. So I'm just going to say a few very quick thank yous and then turn this back to Herbert and his friends. We would not even be here tonight if it were not for the smart and dedicated staff members who run the wonderful organizations that are so inspiring that they become part of the catalog. And the catalog itself would not be here without our co-founder, Barbara Kronman, and our terrific board members who work so hard to expand opportunities for New York City youth. And this event would not be such a success. You can see we could not really even fit one more person in this room were it not for the awesome event co-chairs who joined us tonight, Meg Blakey, Pamela McCormick, Wendy Silverstein, and one final person, the catalog's own Kelly Cunningham, deserves recognition for her hard work behind the scenes. Would everybody I just mentioned stand up so we can just give you a quick thank you? Event staff, come on, everybody, board members, program directors, all of you. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why the program staff over there aren't cheering, but we know who you are and we thank you. Our video this year is a little different. We're going to introduce you to a special friend of the catalog. Those of you who were here 2 years ago were all awed by his story when he was a young urban hero. And many of you have asked where he is today. Gabe Lopez's story just demonstrates the difference it can make to a kid to participate in a catalog program, and there are thousands more just like him. So we're going to roll the video. Enjoy. Thank you.
The Catalog for Giving is a sort of fund of funds for charitable organizations that support inner city kids. We all like to find ways to give back. We feel there's no better way to give back than to start with children.
It's a really revolutionary idea to be an organization that really advocates for and raises funds for, but also raises the platform for organizations that normally would not have access to such amazing people.
What we've done is empowered these organizations so that they're going to be around for the long haul, helping children for generations to come.
It has blazed a path for so many organizations that have gotten from one stage to the next and really thrived and expanded their services to the children of New York City.
Hey guys, hey class. My name is Gabriel Lopez. I am going to be your computer science teacher this semester. I am a computer science major actually at Columbia University. I'm going to be starting my sophomore year. The reason I got into coding and the reason I find it fun is because you're really able to create something from nothing by your own means. So this summer, I was actually a teacher for Breakthrough New York. I was able to teach 39th graders computer science. It was important for me to give back because I felt like I had received so much from Breakthrough, and I felt like it was my duty to give back and to help other students like me. Well, my parents both grew up pretty poor in their respective countries. My brother came from DR, my father came from Ecuador, which is why they came to the United States. They had that American dream in their head. My life before Breakthrough was very centered around the here and now. When I came home, it was do homework for half an hour because that's all it took.
When I first met Gabriel, he was a 12-year-old kid, and he was incredibly bright, but not particularly hardworking because frankly he didn't have to be. He was in a fairly mediocre middle school and he could get by. But what I saw in him was the potential for greatness, and I knew that if we got him into Breakthrough and we got him the right opportunities and placed him in the right sort of schools, that he could really blossom and truly fulfill the potential that he had.
My summers were spent doing very rigorous programming with Breakthrough. My school year was spent not only doing my work, but also seeking out job opportunities, also doing test prep. They played a role directly in where I ended up going, which was Choate Rosemary Hall. So the day that I got to Choate was amazing. And my parents, they had the touristy look, like just looking everywhere, like, oh my God, look at that building. Oh my God, look at that building. Oh my God, it's this school. So after I graduate from college, I definitely want to start my own company. I want to start my own tech company that revolutionizes something, that makes a big difference in this world. But besides just business and besides just my own self-improvement, I want to give back to my parents and give back to the community that has done so much for me, including Breakthrough.
When the catalog invests in a kid like Gabe, it then gives him the opportunity to give back and becoming an ambassador for all the good things that the catalog has done to enhance his life and hopefully enhance the lives of others.
And I think what makes Catalog really different is that they provide that long-term support that gives us enough runway to be able to look at new initiatives. It's certainly increased the number of kids that we're able to serve threefold.
I'm in investments. Been in investments for 30 years. I recognize a good investment when I see one. Looking at Catalog and the programs that Catalog for Giving supports, there's no better investment.
Thank you for the great video. But just so you don't think that Gabe's story of success is unique, we have two other urban heroes here to tell their story tonight. The first is Kevin Williams from Exhale Youth, which is a rigorous program that exhales expectations for success for youth children from ages 15 through 19 who are involved in the criminal justice system. My new friend and the great guy, Kevin Williams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Williams. I'm a graduate of Exalt. I'm honored to be standing here in front of you tonight, and I could not have imagined being at this point a year and a half ago. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. On February 20th, 2014, I left my house and got on a train to head to school. At the time, I was attending High School of Sports Management in Bensonhurst. After the first stop, a fight broke out on the train. I didn't want to be involved, but I was dragged into the scuffle anyway. After a few moments of commotion, that felt much longer, the train doors opened and I jumped out. When I got to school, I didn't think much of what just happened, but soon I was called into the office. As I was being escorted down the hallway, I knew something went wrong. And then as I walked into the office, I saw 2 uniformed officers waiting for me. In the hours that followed, I was taken out of my school in handcuffs and driven to the precinct, and finally to central bookings. Even though I had never been in legal trouble before, I was held that night in the precinct without any access to my parents or anyone else who would support me. The next morning, I was presented to the judge and discovered I was being charged with a Class B felony. Still in disbelief, I was released to my legal aid attorney and introduced to my new social worker, Ron Snyder, who would later refer me to Exalt. Over the next year, Exalt would transform the trajectory of my life. After completing their 6-week training program, I was placed in a nonprofit called Year Up, where I worked for 8 weeks as an intern. Due to my strong performance during the core program, Exalt offered me a 3-month paid internship at Senator Daniel Squadron's office. That's right, I was working at a senator's office. Thank you. These experiences impacted my personality, my professional presence, and more importantly, my confidence and self-value. After completing my internship at Senator Squadron's office, many opportunities and doors opened for me. The most memorable was being asked to speak at the New Schools Raise the Age event last winter, and most recently, being the second graduate in Exalt history to be asked to join the program as the team's junior facilitator. That was definitely a game changer. Having a position at the very same place that trained me, it's ridiculous. Now I spend my days after school at Exalt, helping other participants to complete the program, many of whom come to me for advice now. Aside from my own experiences, I've seen Exalt change the life of other students connected to the criminal justice system. We all walk taller and speak more confidently, using less slang and no longer sagging our pants, and feeling excited that we know what to do when we go on an interview. Many people have had their sentences reduced and learned new job skills or started to even attend school again. This is so important because I think too many educational facilities don't prepare us for success, especially Black and Latino teenagers. The community and the justice system needs to acknowledge that we are actually at a disadvantage and we need more resources, not records and not probations. An experience like mine where a fight on a train could lead to a felony case that could have followed me for the rest of my life shouldn't even be a possibility. I could have been another statistic, but instead, Exalt gave me a chance, and now I'm a high school graduate, I'm a high school senior with a future. Thank you for allowing me to share my story tonight. And special thanks to the catalog for supporting the transformation of kids out here, who are at risk, I'm sorry, I kind of messed up. Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Many catalog programs use sports to hook their participants, but they offer much more than athletic skills. Programs like Brooklyn Youth Sports, focusing on basketball, South Bronx United, focusing on soccer, and I Challenge Myself, focusing on cycling. All have intensive academic and college readiness programs, as well as that. Would you be surprised that action sports could be used to build skills in leadership, academic, and character? Here to tell you how Stoked is doing just that, Audrey Reyes.
Hello, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me at this wonderful event and helping organizations like Stoked that inspire kids every day to be more than they ever thought they could be. Hannah, a program manager at Stoked, came into my class at Eastside Community School 2 years ago with her awesome mohawk and nurturing ways, and she convinced me to go to Skate Mentor on Saturday, even though none of my friends wanted to go. Skate Mentor is one of our action sports weekend programs at Stoked. Volunteer mentors provide skateboarding instruction, while at the same time helping us to build skills in confidence, independence, and perseverance. At the time, I was really depressed because all of my friends had started to drift away. We didn't have the same priorities anymore. They started excluding me when I became more serious about school and college. They stopped inviting me to sleepovers and parties, and they ignored me at lunch. It was a big deal because I had moved around a lot growing up, and it was always hard to make and keep friends. At the same time, my mom was working 2 jobs, waitressing during the day and bartending at night. I am an only child, and I never knew my dad. He walked out on us when I was 5. Not wanting to be a burden on my mom, who was already sacrificing so much for me, I tried to deal with all of this on my own. The guidance counselor at school couldn't even make time for me. So I went to Skate Mentor that Saturday, knowing nothing about skateboarding, and I grabbed a board. Immediately, the coach and other students walked right up to me and started giving me tips. I felt so important and appreciated just by showing up that I was hooked. Stoked was like a spark that turned to a flame, igniting in me to be the desire to be my best self, to try new things, and to set higher goals. I took the initiative to lead my soccer team, and I was named captain for the past 2 years. I took a job at my aunt's restaurant to help her out, and now I have the ability to manage it on my own. I participated in the Year 2 skateboard branding program at Stoked and created the winning brand, Street Urchin Skateboards, which we presented at Google. My best subjects are science and math, and I'm on a path to study chemical engineering in college. The skills that I've learned in Stoked inspire me to continue to help my community and conduct research to help worldwide problems such as water quality, the cleaning of hazardous chemical waste, as well as the possibility to help with disease and educate people in third world countries on how chemistry can benefit them in a multitude of ways. I hope to be the first in my family to attend college, and next fall I will be applying to Cornell University as a member of the class of 2021. Now, on Saturdays, I'm the first one to walk up to a new shy student. Skating is my cup of coffee in the morning. It wakes me up and brightens my day. I am so glad to be part of the Stoked community and the values we represent: success, teamwork, openness, kudos, energy, and determination. I wouldn't be the person I am today without being a part of it. Great things always start small, and especially in young people who will become the next generation to lead the world. Thank you so much for supporting Stoked and Catalog for Giving and making a difference in young lives of people like me.
Thank you, Audrey. Now it gives me great pleasure to represent last year's honorees who became so inspired by the catalog and children like us that they joined the catalog's board of directors. From Cantor Fitzgerald, please welcome Mr. Reggie Brown.
Good evening. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thank you, Herbert. Kevin and Audrey. Some inspiring stories, aren't they? So Herbert says he wants to go to college to be a lawyer to fix the injustices in the world. Kevin wants to go to college to be a lawyer. John Jay is his aspiration, and you heard Audrey's story about going to Cornell. So how about that? Congratulate them. You know, last year, I was proud to share this event's honor with Rob Lapidus. We were both taken back by the story of Catalog for Giving and joined the board of directors. It has been exciting to get to know the wonderful new organizations that Catalog and meet the young participants who take advantage of learning new skills to succeed in life. I've also enjoyed the opportunity to strengthen the bonds between Catalog and my firm, Cantor Fitzgerald, which has been a long-time generous supporter, and I'm proud to be part of a firm that places such a high priority in supporting the nonprofits that make our city great. So tonight, I congratulate Greta Guggenheim and her outstanding work she has done for the Catalog this year, and the 15 young heroes for their accomplishments to date. One of those young heroes, Amira Kareem from Project Art, has created a special gift. And I'd like her to join me here today as I introduce our next honoree. Amira? Oh, here you are. Here, honey. So I'd like to introduce my boss, the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, Sean Matthews. Sean, please join me. Mary, you want to describe the painting you made?
I was trying to make my own city, and it was trying to show about where I live and what I've seen before, and it has like bright colors.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Thanks, Amira. You want to give it to Mr. Matthews?
What a beautiful painting. Here. You can
It
say.
goes for him. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Amir, look that way. Amir?
Amira, hold the painting and take a picture.
It's beautiful. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Amir.
much.
Thanks, Amir. Anna, can you grab this? I'll take that.
All right. It's better than I could do, without question.
Sean, I congratulate you for all the accomplishments that you've done, support of Catalog for Giving, and leading our firm to be great corporate partners of Catalog and helping the children today help them succeed in life. Thank you very much, Sean. Sounds great. You can take the Lord's influence.
Absolutely. Thanks. Wow. I get a great painting. You know, by the way, you are a spectacular MC, so just enjoy that. You've done a great job. Look, Cantor's a firm that clearly has decided to take bad events and make good things out of them. The Catalog and Cantor have a long-standing relationship. We have 3 members on the board, Reggie, Aaron Kehoe, and Mike Larriman. And certainly, we look at our relationship with Catalog as a long-term relationship. They've been at our last 4 September 11th days. We expect them to be there every year from here forward. And it's a great, great day. If you think about the kids we've all been able to talk to, what spectacular kids. Now, the stories are amazing, and you guys are going to be unbelievably successful as you grow up. And that's what it's all about, is helping kids find their place in life. And certainly, And we all can do a better job than we do. I was talking to someone today, and they told me that, or you might be too busy to come to this event or come to that event. I think we need to spend the extra time to actually mentor the kids, help them out, clearly give significant checks to the catalog as well, but we're also here to help mentor the next generation. I mean, I think Reggie said it right, that the investment we can possibly give is to the kids, the next generation, and that's a great investment. That's only going to help our country, our world, our society just get better. And I think each one of the kids at the event tonight, when you go up and talk to them, they're just so vibrant, out there with great energy. They just want to do what we wanted to do when we were 16, 17, 18 years old. So let's help them as much as we can, both financially and also through the ability to be a mentor. And sometimes we all feel like we do too much, but we need to take that extra little bit of time to make a real difference in everyone's life. Simple hello, smile, word of encouragement goes a tremendous way. And I think if we do that, we're all better off. So thank you very much. Thank you to the board. Greta, congratulations as well, and I appreciate it very much.
With that, I invite you to dinner. Enjoy dinner.
Ladies and gentlemen, our program will begin shortly. Please begin to find your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Herbert Espinal.
I hope you guys enjoyed the wonderful dinner and the delicious dessert. As I look around this room today, I see generous people who are willing to donate to projects like the Urban Debate League and Stoked. And I'm honored to be this year's Urban Hero, to know that you guys are willing to help the future. And yeah, and now at this point, I'd like to present to you the catalog's board president, Ken Horn, and members Steve Cohn and Marty Berger.
Thanks, Herbert. You're doing an unbelievable job. One more round of applause for Herbert, please. Steve and I are thrilled to introduce you to all 15 of tonight's Young Urban Heroes, a student from each of the catalog's member programs who has been selected for demonstrating leadership and excellence and for being a role model both in his or her program and in the community.
These young people and their peers are the inspiration for the catalog's work. We consider them to be New York's most precious resources, and we are committed to providing them and kids like them with the opportunities they so richly deserve to flourish and excel.
Good evening. I wish we had time to introduce to you all of our young heroes. Oh, okay, sorry.
Got the hook.
Yeah, Herbert would have gotten that right.
So we're going to read each of the young heroes' names and the organizations they're affiliated with. First is Luis Guevara with Atlas DIY. Next is Yeshimabet Drummond from Breakthrough, New York. Gary Sykes from Brooklyn Youth Sports Club. Leonard Moore from Change for Kids. Matthew Morris from Children of Promise. Kevin Williams, who you heard from Exalt Youth. Mike Arellano from I Challenge Myself. our very own MC, Herbert Espinal from New York City Urban Debate League. Zahira Perez from People's Theater Project. Amira Karim from Project Art. Shanice Bent from Script Ed. Reindorf Kie from South Bronx United. Audrey Reyes from Stoked. Robert Smith from the Animation Project. And Maury Kone from Time In. Please give them one more round of applause.
All right, now I'm on. Good evening. I wish we had time to introduce all of our young heroes. Please read their bios in the program to learn more about what makes them so special. There was one final child I'd like you to meet tonight, and he has a special gift he has made for our honoree, Greta Guggenheim. 8.5-year-old Maury Kone, Maury, here's Maury, and his family came to our country as political refugees from the Civil War in the Ivory Coast, where Maury was personally witnessing to terrifying violence, including against friends and family. Once he was settled here, he started kindergarten at his Harlem school, struggling with PTSD and not speaking a word of English. Fortunately for Maury, his class was selected to take part in a catalog program called Time In. Time In's music and art program has now been part of Maury's regular school day every week for the past 3 years and has changed Maury's life. For the very talented Maury, who always loved to make art, time has been a key to his recovery, providing a creative outlet for linking his past in the Ivory Coast and his present in New York to a very optimistic future. Maury, you want to tell us a little bit about your painting?
We're going to be giving it to that pretty lady over there. You want to tell us what you made her? You want to tell Greta what you made for her? Speak into the mic and tell Miss Greta what you made. Well, do you want to just tell her what you like doing at Time In? Do you like making art with Miss Cindy at Time In?
Yes.
What's the best thing when you go to Time In? I've seen portfolios. Do you like making your own portfolio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about let's go bring this over to Miss Greta over there, since you made this for her. There she is. You want to give it to her? Would you like to give this to Greta? Come on, let's give this to her because I know you made it for her and she's going to love it.
good news is it's almost over. The bad news is I'm not letting any of you leave until you pony up some more cash, right? So tonight, I mean, we in this room are all so incredibly fortunate. I mean, think about the lives that we live every day and the biggest issues that we have to deal with. I mean, closing a deal, screaming at some lender who's not giving you the 25 basis points off your deal. I mean, these are our big issues. The kids up here today are living through such extremely difficult conditions, and the catalog gives them an avenue to really help them succeed. And as I forgot who said it earlier, I think Reggie said it earlier, I mean, our goal and our job in life is to help others and to give them the help and support we can to make them succeed. So tonight, you're all getting a view on how impactful the catalog can be. So I'd like to get another $100,000 for these kids in these programs tonight. And because you can't ask unless you give, my fellow board members up here and myself, we're going to match the first $25,000, okay? So make it real easy for you guys to do it. So there's a couple ways to do it. I'm technologically challenged, but there is a way to give on your text, on your phone. There are these little pledge cards here. And then I'm going to do my Larry Silverstein impression by calling on people and embarrassing you to give. Just like we're in synagogue or church and it's time to tie, some of your earnings. 2015's been a pretty good year for this crowd, so I think we can pony up a little bit. So do I see some hands? Pete Falco. There I go. Okay, see, we're just starting. All right. How much? Come on, not embarrassing you too much. 75,000, we're done. No, kidding. Okay, come on, let's go. I want to see some hands raised here for people to can call out, embarrass you, or fill out a card, because we're not leaving and we're locking the doors till we get some more. Aaron Welsh, of course. Thank you, Aaron. I feel like, and with that, you get a toaster oven. I'm kidding. Who else? Come on, Aaron. Torture some people at your table. Anyone else? Come on. Cheryl. There you go. Cheryl Black, J.P. Morgan, $2,500. Come on. That's what we like to see. Come on, we're getting there. You got to get to at least 25 grand or we're not going to have to give ours. There you go. There you go. How much? 100 grand? 2,500. Thank you so much. Come on. This is awesome. It's not so hard. Let's see. All the way in the back there, the people who try to hide the most. Harvey Uris, I see you from here. Come on, Harvey. Skadden Arps, $1,100 an hour, your billable rate. Come on. Fork over a couple hours. I didn't hear what he said, but it's all good. Perfect. I don't know how we... Oh, here we go. This is nice. We're getting some stuff here up here, too. Please. Thank you so much. Come on, this isn't that hard. You guys clearly don't want to see me up here much longer, so let's try to round it out with a few more gifts. It'll be great. Anyone? It's hard for me to see from up here. Jagoda, you're up. Thank you, Andy, and get back to the office. Get those documents out. We got a deal to close. Okay, and the Baccaros right here. Thank you guys so much. All right, so I'm going to stop embarrassing people, or maybe I'm embarrassing only myself. Please fill out these cards, those of you who don't want to be called out, and please text your pledges. And I am now going to introduce my good friend Greta Guggenheim. Greta filled this room tonight. All right? When I was fortunate enough to be honored last year with my friend Reggie Brown, and when I contacted Greta, she didn't hesitate, which just demonstrates the kind of person that Greta is. She's out there all the time helping others, sometimes very quietly behind the scenes, but she's such a supportive friend and colleague to all of us, and everyone here has really demonstrated, thanking Greta for all she's done by supporting the catalog tonight. So, my cohorts, my partners in crime here were 3 women who I'm personally afraid of all of them. But Wendy, Meg, and Pamela, thank you guys so much for really twisting arms and pushing people, to give money to this really, really worthwhile cause. As most of you know, Greta recently is left Ladder Capital and is going to be starting off the next phase of her career at TPG, which is a tremendous opportunity for her and a tremendous win for the company. And I just want to thank Greta for everything she's done for us, another committed member to the catalog family. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce my friend Greta Guggenheim. Thank you.
Sure I need this platform. Sorry, Rob. Hi, you all. Thank you for being here and supporting this amazing charity. The overwhelmingly positive response from my friends, colleagues, legal, title, insurance, and appraisal firms I have worked with means so much to me, but more importantly, to the children that benefit from the catalog programs. I also appreciate that you all took the time to come here tonight. I know how important the Democratic debates are to some of you, and I forgive you for that. And Rob, a special thanks to you because I know you would much prefer to be in Queens heckling the Mets. He's in part owner of the Yankees, in case you didn't know. But I can't think of a better cause than to help our youth, and even better, those that live right here in our great city. The support we're providing now will impact individual lives and the New York community for years to come. As kids, we all started capable and driven. We, at some point, had big plans and planned big futures for ourselves. And now, here we are, sitting here in this magnificent ballroom in New York's most historic and elegant hotel. We have made it, but we didn't make it alone. Individual initiative is not enough. We had support, emotional, financial, or both. The money you give to the catalog is providing that same framework to support a new generation of New Yorkers. You've seen some of that generation tonight. Their promise and ambition is clear. It's easy to open our hearts to these children, but we also need to open our pocketbooks. And I'm glad to do that along with you. This summer, I saw firsthand some of the organizations that Catalog endows. I was struck by the dedication of the kids and the staff. The scope of the good work being done here is astounding, and we need to help it maintain and grow. And who is better equipped to do this work, as well as most things in our country, than us, the private sector? As individuals, as private organizations, we have done, can do, and will do great things. Our generosity of heart and wallet is a great American hallmark. We make a vital difference, and I'm very proud of that. For those of you who know me well, you had to see that one coming. You might fear that I'm just warming up, but I'll stop there for now. It's time for some thank yous. First, let me thank you all again for coming, and if you haven't donated yet, please use your pledge cards. My dinner committee co-chair men and women did a tremendous job. I give special thanks to my former colleague and forever friend, Pamela McCormack. Thank you. And my longtime and dearest friends, Meg Blakey and Wendy Silverstein. Thank you. You three are awesome. And thank you, Rob, for your tireless effort and pure force of nature. I would also like to thank my friends and former colleagues at Ladder Capital for your great and tremendous generosity. As well, I want to thank my new friends and future colleagues at TPG for your exceptional support. Finally, I would like to thank the Catalog for Giving, its board of directors, and Flo, who puts her heart and soul into making New York better. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, smile. They want a picture. Yeah. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. See you all next year.